The back of the Clearview High Library was a sanctuary of dust and silence. Emma, Lindsley, and Ava sat huddled together, their voices nothing more than hushed whispers against the backdrop of ancient bookshelves. The usual watchful eye of Mrs. Rowan was gone, replaced by a substitute teacher who sat like a statue at the front desk, rarely speaking and never looking up. The air felt heavy, stagnant, as if the school itself was holding its breath. Outside, the world continued its mundane rhythm, but inside these walls, the shadows seemed to stretch longer than they should. The girls shared a look of unease, sensing a strange tension in the stillness of the afternoon. Without warning, the world fractured. The solid linoleum floor beneath their chairs dissolved into a swirling, violent vortex of blinding white light. Emma lunged for the edge of the heavy oak table, her fingers clawing for grip, but the wood turned to a cold gray mist between her palms. Gravity ceased to exist. They were falling and rising all at once, a kaleidoscope of colors rushing past their eyes. The familiar scent of old paper was replaced by the sharp, stinging bite of ozone and the cold tang of ancient metal. In a heartbeat, the library was a memory, and the girls landed hard on a deck made of polished, shimmering silver that stretched toward an endless horizon. From the deep shadows of the silver hull, a figure emerged. It was the substitute teacher, but the drab, gray classroom clothes were gone. In their place flowed a gown woven from the very fabric of starlight, shimmering with the ghosts of distant galaxies. Ava took a panicked step back, her heart hammering against her ribs. "You are not a teacher!" she shouted, her voice echoing sharply against the metallic walls. The woman stopped, a small, knowing smile playing on her lips. Her eyes began to glow with a faint, rhythmic blue hum. "I am the queen of this realm," she declared, her voice resonating with the power of 1,000 storms. "And you must listen. An invasion is coming for Clearview High. You three are the only ones capable of stopping the darkness." The queen held out her hands, revealing 3 ornate metal bands that pulsed with a life of their own. With a flick of her wrist, she tossed them. The bracelets snapped onto the girls' wrists with a sharp, synchronized metallic click. The air exploded. Ava felt a violent, invisible gust of wind tear through the deck, swirling around her like a protective cyclone. Emma gasped as her own palms erupted in brilliant, searing flames that danced in rhythmic pulses, yet did not burn her skin. Lindsley knelt, her fingers pressing into the silver floor. Beneath her touch, the metal shifted and groaned, rising up into pillars of solid, jagged earth. As the elemental energy surged, their school clothes shimmered and hardened, forging into intricate glowing battle gear. Each suit radiated the distinct hue of their new power: crimson fire, emerald earth, and sapphire wind. The queen pointed toward the sky, where a jagged, dark rift was tearing through the heavens above the ship. "Training starts now," she commanded, her voice cold and firm. The girls didn't hesitate. The fear that had paralyzed them in the library was gone, replaced by a burning sense of purpose. Emma drew a deep breath, the fire in her hands roaring to life as she took a defensive stance. Lindsley and Ava stepped forward in perfect unison, their eyes fixed on the encroaching void. They were no longer just students. They were the shield against the coming storm. Together, they faced the darkness, ready for whatever crawled out of the rift.